In this video you'll see the transformation of human reactive Leo, a German Shepherd of about 1 year old at the time of recording. I decided to compile these training sessions I did 2 years ago so you can see step for step what I did to make life with Leo more manageable for his owners. Leo resource guarded mum and would go for dad, is very reactive to kids, can't have people come over to the house or even walk past the house. Walking Leo was also near impossible as he would lunge at anyone, as you can see right here. I trained Leo over 5 weeks using my BootCamp program, which is like a board and train, except I do it at the owner's house to work in the dog's environment and to involve the family every step of the way. I did about 20 sessions of about 60 minutes each. Everything in Leo's training was recorded because as I was training him, I was being coached by Tyler Muto. I would send him my videos and we would have Zoom sessions twice a week to discuss my methods, follow-up steps, what needed to improve, what I needed to change, and so on. Honestly, it's been the best investment I ever made as a trainer, and if you're considering getting some help, I 100% recommend messaging him and inquire about his coaching program. It's absolutely worth it. So I'm pretty sure he spotted my car, which has a big dog on it. That made him react pretty strongly. Here, I'll zoom in on it so you can see it. Over there. So now he's pretty all over the place. I'm trying to film whilst also keep a hold of him. So he's quite the puller, especially with the owners. Walk him on a flat collar or a harness. I put him on a slip lead just now, and this is just a get to know you walk. And every time he's way ahead, I just stop, walk the opposite direction, just like to start the initial idea of leash pressure, but I'm not full on into the training. Yes, good boy, buddy. Into the training just yet, because I literally met him 10 minutes ago. Trying to see what makes him tick. Alright, I gave him one correction with the spray bottle. Yay, bud, good job. And he squealed. But he is hanging back a bit and being less pushy. I didn't really want to correct him in the first session because I kind of want to build the relationship. But he was being an idiot. So I thought it was warranted. Come on, bud. So I quite like this. Let's say. So now we're going into some relationship and engagement games. So here I'm doing the Go Get It game. I will make sure to link it so you can watch the full version. Here we play the tree chase game. It's all just food-based play. And then we're playing a bit of tug. Again, just building that relationship, having some fun. And then from there we are going into It's Your Choice to start teaching them impulse control about food. Because one of Leo's big issues is that he is always really forward and he sees something, he wants to go after it. So what we need to teach him is to relax and wait. Yeah, so this is the food claiming exercise from Tyler Muto. Again, I'll link that. It's on his page, Consider the Dog. And again, I'm teaching him just because I have a bowl doesn't mean it's yours. So I'm using body pressure and spatial pressure to back him away. And here I'm doing that outside as well. But instead of food, I'm using boxes full of toys. And there was like squeaker toys in there that he was really, really interested in. So it's all about teaching him, hey, you need to be behind me. And if you want something, you need to wait for it first. Yeah, so this is all skills that we need to teach him before we go out in the world again and dealing with people or other dogs. Yeah, it's just telling him, if you want something, you gotta wait, you gotta back up. So in this video we're still doing the food claiming exercise with toys, but now a neighbor is walking up the driveway, and that's the first time for me that this happened. And we're literally in front of the house, and I'm moving him to the left, which was kind of stupid because I'm walking towards the neighbor, but I was hoping to go left where that bin is because that's where I can go back to the garage, but he obviously didn't work with that. So I'm using the spray bottle to snap him out of his lunging, and then he luckily went behind the car and tried to sort it out. So this isn't great handling, I'm very much aware of it, but I'm also going to show you the not so pretty sides of dog training. Yeah, and here you see he isn't ready to come out yet. I did correct him a few times with water, so he's like, whoa, what am I supposed to do? But again, the water is showing him, you cannot move past me, you can't move forward. Yeah, and again, I corrected him, and now I'm waiting for him to settle, and I'm going to build him up again, showing him this is what I want you to do instead, right? Because that's what correcting is supposed to be. Don't do this, do that instead. So I do need to show him, what do I want instead? Oh good, calm behavior, so here we walk off. Alright, so here we are having the first session with one of the family members working on loose leash walking. This is probably one of the first times Leo's walked this well with someone from the house, and this is why I love the bootcamp program, because I instantly get to have practice with family members. Now here on the right you see that neighbor, and we're practicing walking past that neighbor. So the neighbor was very kind to help us. So we're not actually going past, we're just going towards them until Leo struggles, and then we backed up. And now we're actually having conversation next to the neighbor, which was impossible before this week. Yeah, so we're rewarding him lots for not responding, for showing us attention. So yeah, he's doing great here. So here I'm working on some recalls on a long line. I'm starting to trust it more. We're working on our yes markers, our proper communication, our look command. But it's also good to have some fun, so I think I did the tree toss game here as well. Again, kids are very quite close to the fence. Yeah. He is still taking food. Kids are there. Good job, bud. Hey, what a good job, buddy. Let's go. Good job! Nice work! Hey bud, good job! See, he is eating? Good! So all I'm doing is just moving along. Good boy, buddy! Moving along. There's a person coming ahead of us. Good boy! Leave that lady! Good job, buddy! Two girls there at the front. You. Come on, bud. And back. Here I asked a tradesman to help me out because he was very reactive to him, because he was wearing high visibility clothes and work boots, and he was so kind to stand in the middle of the road and let me do a few passes around him, and he did really well. Alright, back to practicing with the owners. So here I'm practicing that food claiming exercise. Even though we're using a human, it's the same principle. So it's the daughter going around the mum. So again, it's all practicing handling skills. It doesn't matter if the dog can do it with me. I don't live with Leo. The owners themselves need to know how to cope with the situations that they're struggling with. So we're going over all these things now with the family. And you see the same here of us practicing his loose leash walking, especially with Mum. Mum is quite soft, and she's also tiny compared to Leo, so that's what we're covering here with her. And then it would be the daughter's turn, and then it's the dad's turn as well. Yeah, so we're practicing our technique of walking behind, and yeah, we're getting some good results. Now it's time to address the resource guarding Leo is doing from mum and dad. So first I have them hug, and we're just gonna do a few passes where I correct him if he tries to lunge at dad. I don't think I have to do many of them. Again, we're going back to that food claiming exercise that we did earlier, so this isn't a completely new concept for him. But he needs to be corrected by you. Yeah?
You have seen the video of like
yes.
when he...
Yeah, absolutely. So I want you to just hug him, and I'm just gonna... Yeah, he's gonna come forward, you're gonna spray him. Now.
Yeah.
Now.
No.
Good.
No.
Good boy. Come on, buddy. Yes. Good. Right, again. Leave it. Good boy. No. Nice. Good job, buddy. Good. Come on, buddy. Good, don't spray him because he's making the right choice. Good job, buddy. Yeah, and so it would be good if you practice this with 3 people, so you could be the one putting the treats on the ground when he makes the right decision. Yeah, hug again.
No.
Good boy. He's like, what the heck are we doing?
He'll remember all this and he'll attack me once.
Yeah, good. Good boy. That's it. We'll stop it there. That was really good. So this is him straight out of the door. He's really nice and relaxed. I feel like, come on, bud. I feel like he's searching less for stuff. Like he's less like non-stop looking for danger. He looks up at me a lot, so that's good. Good job, bud. Come here. Nom nom. Leash can be longer, doesn't need as many corrections. So yeah, pretty happy. Time to blow off some steam, and we're in the park. There is actually tradies in the park in the back. That usually would have been an issue for him. But it's time to play. We're playing some tug and the go get it game again. He is doing great. Time to introduce the crate. The crate is needed for his sleep at night because at the moment he sleeps in the bedroom with mom and dad, and I want him out of there. And we also need the crate for when guests come over, that he has a safe place to be and guests can move around without you constantly having your eye on him. This might be my favorite part of this whole series. This is mom walking him loose leash past the school. And at the end of this fence, in a minute, you will see 2 tradies in high visibility clothing. And Leo does not lunge or react. And this is like the first time for mom. It's such a massive confidence builder. Leo is relaxed. He isn't anxious. Like, he has a look, but he isn't reacting. So he did absolutely amazing. And now they can start, like, life changes, man. When you suddenly can walk your dog. See how Leo looked up at her there? That was really, really good. Here I got some homework videos. So this is where I'm not there, but this is the owners practicing homework by themselves. So it is fixing that relationship issue, right? They're able to hug. Like mom will correct if necessary, and dad is now rewarding for the right responses. So this is really, really great to see how that relationship is changing for the better. Alright, it's time to start tackling that behavior where he nearly jumped out of the window the first time I worked with him. The moment there's a delivery person or someone walks by. Now they live on a shared driveway, so this is quite a big issue. And as you can see, hopefully, there's some people behind the window. And I'm just blocking it with my body, telling him you can't go into that area. This is a no-go zone. And if he decides to make the right choice, I toss a treat to the opposite side. And here you see the son practicing that as well. There's a few kids, I'm pretty sure it's the neighbor kids that we're using, which he actually responds to really, really strongly usually. Right, so it's again reprogramming. That window isn't yours. Go do something else and you'll get rewarded for it. This has also been corrected with the spray bottle if he was way too forward and tried to climb out of the window. Yeah, so we got finally some behavior where he is able to settle somewhat when people come to the house. Alright, so now it is time to start working on the reaction to kids. He has definitely improved. This is the last week of his training. And we're going to do lots of passes past kids and teaching him what the correct way is to respond, and really the correct way is just ignore them. You don't have to interact with them, just ignore. And then we are going to work with the cousin who is finally able to visit the house again. That's good. Relax. Relax your posture. That's good. Good boy, buddy. Awesome. Nice and far away from you. Don't go this close. Just give her a bit more space. Yep. Throw it. Good.
Good job.
Next one.
Yeah.
Next one. Here we're going for a parallel walk where I'm an extra barrier in between Leo's muzzle just in case, and we're being very careful with turns. So it's just a slow way to introduce her as an extra member of the family, and she has been wanting to visit for so long but hasn't been able to because of the way that Leo has been behaving. So as you can see, what we're doing now is a very strategic turn to always keep the child safe. So we're moving out of the way first, then we turn around and we carry on moving. We don't want the child to be in front of the dog and then he lunges, he does something wrong, and the child gets a fright as well, right? Everyone needs to stay safe. You have done the loop, she will start joining you for the walk. Yep, and start walking together. Good.
Good job.
And here we're practicing Leo being alright with people around him, but in the crate. The reason is because the lady that is throwing the treats is the auntie who is actually really afraid of dogs, and this is probably one of the first and few interactions she's had with him where she felt like she was able to handle the situation. So this is really, really great.
Leo, inside. Leo, down. Good boy. Good boy. Leo, stay. Leo, come. Leo.
I'm interested in all this stuff.
Okay.
Leo, sit. Leo, down.
Try and relax the lead a little bit. That's it, Yogi. Well done.
Good boy.
Nice work! I love to finish this video with this fragment where he is able to relax in his backyard even though there is a bunch of people sitting there, and he is just okay with it, and that would have changed everyone's life so much. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Comment, subscribe, and I hope it gives you hope in case you have a dog that has human reactivity issues. Thanks so much for watching.